Hello YouTube and other avenues of the internet. Welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to go over baton defense. Special request by a buddy of mine. So in this video I'm going to show you different aspects of how to defend yourself with a baton, against a baton, and in such a way that even the average person who does not train in Filipino martial arts has an understanding of how to make this work. And today assisting me is my buddy Joel Hamilton. Do you want your last name in there? Alright. He is also an assistant instructor here at the Academy and one of the longest running students training under Sifu Harun Raja. So first things first is you want to understand your key distance. Alright, when it comes to weapons, particularly melee style weapons, the most dangerous part of the weapon is going to be these last few inches right here. So you want to make sure you understand your range when you're using it. Alright, this is where all the power is going to be coming from. So for that, one thing you want to do is if the attack is coming in, right, you want to try and get close. You don't want to back up like a lot of people do, because then he's hit. Right? The more in range of being hit, especially if the attacker continues to push forward. Right? So you want to make sure that you understand range in the event that you try backing up. The attacker is attacking, so more than likely he's going to keep pressing forward, as Joel is about to do right here, right now. So he swings, and he just keeps pushing me back. Right? Eventually, he will catch up and clock me. So to mitigate that, you want to close that distance early. So say like he goes to swing, you want to get on the inside. Now, in a real scenario, real fights are ugly. They're not pretty. This is not Hollywood. All right. So you want to minimize as much damage as you can. If you find yourself in an altercation, you are more likely going to get hit, and you will take some damage. So it's up to you to determine how much you are willing to take and to close that distance to mitigate it. So for the baton, he comes in, I'd rather be getting hit right about here or with this part versus where all his power is coming in. Because if you take a look, right here, we got this heavy bag, all right? Listen to the sound of this impact. So right here, I'm hitting with the body of the stick. Go to the last few inches of the stick. Range is everything when it comes to combat. Now, what a lot of people don't understand when it comes to weapons, regardless of whether it's a stick, a baton, a knife, a sword, a gun, regardless of what it is, the main aspect of it is a tool and a force multiplier. It gives you range, and that's the key thing to understanding it. And one thing that really helps with the Filipino martial arts is helping you understand that range. All right, so in the event, say Joel is the attacker, right, and he's coming at me with a baton of his own, or a lead pipe, or a baseball bat, and I just got a regular baton. Now, when we're doing drills, first thing you want to do is you want your lead foot towards the opponent. Here's the reason why. A lot of people you see doing like this. If the right hand, the left leg will be forward, because that's typically done with orthodox fighting. You know, you get it with boxing, you get it with baseball. So a lot of people think that's the way to go. You want same leg forward as your attacking hand. Here's why. All right, so the left leg's forward, weapons in the right hand. I swing at Joel. I switch feet. I can now reach him. Reason being is because I'm getting that length in there, as well as using my hips to drive that weapon. So, first and foremost, say Joel attacks. All right. One thing you want to do is you ideally do not want to go force to force. So he comes in, and you do this. Now you can defend from here, but it requires a lot more training and understanding of angles of movement. All right, so for the simplistic sake, what we're going to do is move to his outside line instead of staying inside. Because if you go here and I'm inside, I still got to deal with 100% of his arsenal. He still has his left hand. He still has his left leg. He still has his head if he wants to pull for a clinch and headbutt me. All right? Now, If I move outside, I only have 50% to deal with. All right, because I still got to deal with this arm. I still got this leg right here. So his arsenal is highly reduced in this instance. But he still has to deal with all of mine. So moving to your opponent's outside line is the key aspect to any defensive scenario. If you're training, the attack comes in, you want to hit to the outside. All right, you want to hit the stick before it gets too close to you. At the same time, you're going to take your left leg and step off to the side. Looks like this. Your free hand, smack that out of the way. I hit, my stick's over here. He decides to come back because it's still there. My hand can stop that from coming back. Now, if you have a partner, work the drill slowly to where it looks like this. Reset. Reset. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. Stay tuned.